monkey.
Got you, fam.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
All right, what's going on? Welcome back. Episode 2 today of the Barflies podcast. My name is Cody, joined here by my good friend and comrade, Mr. Russell.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me on.
Look, this is our second time recording this. Yesterday we had a bit of a chaotic day, didn't we?
Talk to me.
So I woke up, me and Xander had planned to do the podcast. I'm seeing nothing from Xander on Facebook or anything. Crickets. I called him a couple of times, didn't answer. Eventually he answers 15 minutes before we're supposed to start recording. He's been asleep all morning. And his one job for the podcast is to get the beers.
That is true. That is my one job, and I failed. And, I'm sorry. I apologise. Cody gave me a warning. He said, you do that again, you're out.
Very stern warning.
Very stern.
Warning.
Telling off, if you will.
Look, but I'm not one to hold a grudge. We've moved forward.
No.
Today's a new day. New location. And hopefully next week we'll have a settled location. But, yeah, it was a very chaotic day yesterday.
It was
very
chaotic.
Very chaotic. How's your week been, man?
My week's been good. I farewelled a friend this week.
Yeah.
2 things happened this week. So one was kind of sad. So that was my friend Gary, who you know as well, and
friend of the
some
show.
of our listeners will know. Yeah.
Friend of the show.
He is going to the UK to do his masters over there, which is pretty cool, pretty exciting for him. So farewelled him. So we did the Zoom beers and the likes.
Shout out Gary.
How
are the Zoom beers on Saturday?
Had a few too many, to be honest. And after the Zoom call, it ended.
They kept going?
Yeah, I had a few too many beers, and I haven't really done a lot of drinking in COVID, to be fair. So I was in a bit of a house of pain, if I'm being honest, on Sunday.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
How's the piss fitness in
Low,
lockdown?
bad.
Low?
It's low. So I'm scared that I'm going to be one of the tragic ones when everything comes back, that I'm going to be in the Uber home early. Because I can see it happening. The writing, frankly, is on the wall, in my opinion.
I think a lot of people will be pretty tragic post-lockdown.
Oh,
that first night back, like out and about in Manly,
Carnage.
especially, is going to be carnage. Carnage. Well, like
It's messy.
It's messy. It'll be spring.
Spring is sprung.
It'll be spring. It's an unreal day today. By the way, I was frothing when I was driving here. It's like smells like summer outside.
You know how I know it smells like spring? Because my Hayfever is absolutely playing up.
Dude, my hay fever was bad this morning as well.
It is, yeah.
I was like, I can't have my eyes all the way.
Yeah, I was feeling it. I was literally like, oh, mate, it's Zyrtec season is upon us. Like, I'm going to have to carry them on my person.
I'm more of a Claritine.
Yeah. I mean, each their own.
Myself.
Each their own. But yeah, so that's always a good little 3-month period where you want to tear your eyeballs out.
I find
that itchy.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, it's shocking.
It's shocking.
Like, and it's also very irritating. It's as painful as it is irritating.
Yeah. Oh, I find it when I'm in bed as well at night and in the morning, it gets bad. Maybe it's just because I'm paying more attention to it, but
yeah.
Yeah.
And like if you touch your eyes as well or don't have sunnies on, it gets bad.
Yeah, because and you love touching your face.
Yeah, little twitches here and there.
Yeah.
And the other thing, so the second point was for our viewers out there that play Supercoach, you verse your friends in this instance NRL Supercoach, you verse your friends week to week in your fantasy rugby league team, which is some might consider a bit lame. Why grown men, challenge each other with a fantasy NRL team?
Why do we love Supercoach so much?
We fucking love it. We fucking love that shit.
People love Supercoach.
We love it because everyone wants to win because everyone wants to be the expert. Everyone wants to say, I won.
I haven't thought about it like that before.
I am like the sports expert. And it gives you like a sense of like, I'm essentially superior to everyone else until the next season starts. That I know this. I know this. I might not be a professional player, but I know my crap. Which brings me to my next point. I'm in the grand final. And
are you the favourite?
I want to say I am because the other guy has one less player than me available this week. So I'm in a good spot. But this gets me to the point. This year, last week I versed my other mate who I didn't think I might not beat. Yeah. And then the week before that, I versed one of my other mates. And each time I verse them, I put on the line, all right, winner gets, should we make a deal? Winner gets a pub lunch and a beer.
Okay.
And each of them have said yes.
Okay.
And I beat the first two. So I've got 2 pub lunches and a beer on hold for me, and possibly a third when lockdown, when like we're fully back to being able to go back to pubs.
Nice.
So that's one thing I'm excited about. I've got 3 free meals.
And you get to sit there.
3 free chicken palmies lined up for me when I'm ready.
And you get to sit there knowing as well that you're the better punter.
Yeah. That I got it out of simply being smarter and better than everyone else.
Bit like how you owe me pub lunch for our run
like
last
we
year.
touched on last week.
Yeah, we did touch on it.
Mm.
Another week goes by, no palmy for Cody.
Well, the thing is though as well, I'm going to get at least half of that bet back because you're not going to finish the palmy and I'll probably eat it for you.
I'm not going to eat for 3 days before to prepare myself.
Get your money's worth. I hope you enjoy it, mate.
Okay, if you get a palmy, do you get sauce as well? Because I see people put sauce on top.
Nah, gravy.
Yeah, okay. It's gross.
No, you got to get gravy. Sauce with your chips, maybe, but not with the palmy itself. I'd prefer gravy.
I saw someone put mushroom sauce on top of a palmy once, and I was like,
don't hate it.
You're crazy.
Don't hate it.
You wouldn't hate it though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're just combining 2 very delicious things, so
it's too much. There's too much going on in the mouth area.
No, it's not enough. What else can you add?
I don't know. Get a salad in there.
I tell you what. No, you can't add much else because one thing that always lets me down. They are a great idea on paper, but they're actually the execution of them is never great.
What's that?
Loaded palmies, where they put a Mexican one or they do a themed one.
Okay.
They're never good.
You
always see it and you go, wow, that is a brilliant idea. That is going to be so delicious.
Yep.
But they never taste good. They always taste, and they all taste the same. They all taste the same, even doesn't matter what type they are. And they just don't work. On paper, they should be brilliant, but they just don't. This doesn't happen.
Spilt my beer.
Yeah, nice.
Are you drawing this from...
Personal experience.
Personally, are you drawing this from our old...
No, everywhere I've went and tried, I've tried them at different venues to confirm my thought.
Okay.
And I'm upset.
Well, I remember
every time
when we got them.
Sorry for getting upset on the pod. I'm obviously invested in this.
It's an important topic.
Yeah,
I think.
and I don't want to seem like I'm
ungrateful.
I like the innovation, but I'm just...
You appreciate where the head's at, but the execution isn't there.
And I'm also upset that it doesn't work. Because if it did, what else would be on the menu at restaurants?
Look, are we reaching out to...
Every cuisine would just have their main food on chicken palmy. It would be pad thai and chicken palmy if it worked. Nacho, Mexican chicken palmy.
I think there's... I don't know. Look, I'm open to still having this... proven to me. I still think there's opportunity for a good loaded palmy out there somewhere. Is it called a palmy or is it a schnitzel?
No, it's palmy. It's they call it a loaded palmy or they call it a Mexican palmy. They give it a name.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah, well I remember them at our old gig. Let's call our old work the club.
The club.
The club.
Yep.
So that way we don't disclose the name.
Yep.
We had a good time there.
We did.
But they brought
You were
in...
lucky enough to meet me there.
Some might say.
Yeah, some might say.
Some might say.
Mm.
That threw me.
Sorry. You got thrown because you were just thinking about how grateful you are.
Yeah. Remember when we first started working, you had a full buzz cut?
True, I did.
Big Sid from Toy Story 1
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah. And then it grew out and I looked like a tennis ball. People were calling me tennis ball head.
Were they really?
Yeah, or microphone. And to be fair, they were 100% right.
How ironic.
I know.
Look at me now.
Look at us. Look at me.
Look at me now.
But to be fair, they were 100% right because it did. Because it was a perfect sphere of just fuzzy hair.
Yeah, I didn't mind the buzz cut. It suited you. I thought you pulled it off.
Thank you.
And again, there's not much you can't pull off.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
Except I don't know what you'd look like with a buzz cut.
Oh, I'd hate to see it. I don't think I could pull off a buzz cut.
I would hate, but love to see it.
I think some people are just long hair people.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those.
What if you lose your hair? What if you go bald?
Look, it's touch and go, I think.
I feel at that point you embrace it. But I guess you're already a hat guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, not for any reason in particular. I just like wearing hats.
Seamless
I
transition.
think they suit me.
Mm.
And beanies, big beanie guy.
Yeah, you love a beanie.
Love
You
the
suit it
beanie.
though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like I think being a long hair guy and a short hair guy is like you can also be a hat guy or a non-hat guy
That's true.
because you're not a big hat guy.
Nah.
You have a driving hat. Do you still wear that?
The driving hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, my 4 Pines hat. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Is that to combat the hair when the windows are down?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And just to like make sure, because if I leave it, it'll just like go everywhere. So
the viewers have got a real good visual image of you in your car now after the last couple episodes. Windows down.
I mean, all
Static radio.
all climates.
Static radio.
Static radio. Yeah. Oh yeah. One thing I'm grateful for is that my radio, it doesn't have like the volume meter on it, so it's all vibe. You tone the dial.
What do you mean it doesn't have the volume meter?
So like I can't see like 10, 11, 12, like if you're turning it up or vice versa.
Oh, so you can turn it up, you just can't see it.
Yeah,
you just
like
can't
you
see
can turn
what-
it up and down,
okay.
but like you can't see what volume level it's at per se.
Okay.
And I'm happy for that because one, I'm one of those people who need it on a certain number,
Okay.
and two, it's all vibe. So if a song you really like's on, you can crank it up a bit, but you don't. It's just like
It's all vibe. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
It's like Jack Sparrow's compass.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah,
I'm not like that at all. I don't care what number it's on. Put it on 23. Put it on 39. I don't care.
That's disgusting.
Like who cares what number it's on?
Mm.
I'm
Me?
turning the TV up. I'll put it on 31, and you're going to reach over and put it back to 30.
Oh, I will. You know,
I've seen you do
I'd say
it.
I'll probably put it on 28 because that's my favorite TV volume number.
Well, so you like even numbers on the
Yeah,
TV?
yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Well, 30's even, but 28's better.
So 26 doesn't bother you, but 27 does.
Yes.
Do you have some sort of like beef with prime numbers?
No. I just don't. Just not for me.
Okay.
Not for me. 27's not a prime number.
So what about when? Is it not?
No,
No,
'cause
it's
it
not.
can be divided
29
into-
is.
29 is.
4 years out of high school.
Bit of maths on the pod.
Play on.
We cover all areas here.
Yeah, look.
We cover everything.
That's what the viewers come for.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere
Come
with
for the
that.
banter. Stay around for the maths.
The deep political science and mathematical chat
Yep.
that we provide.
Undergoes here. Provocative thought.
So even though you didn't get the beers yesterday,
I did research these ones, though.
good job.
Thank you. So
Good job.
they are Colonial Brewing Company. Hold up the can. I don't know if you can really see it. Well, you can't see it unless you're watching. But it has a really cool blue can. Very crisp lettering.
The blue can drew me in yesterday.
Yeah, you.
I was going to go for the pale ale, but I thought, no, let's go different. We'll get the hazy pale.
Yeah, and it's actually, as far as hazy pale ales go, it doesn't matter which company it is. I'm usually not a fan, but I really enjoy this one.
What does hazy pale actually mean? Do you know?
I don't know.
Is that purely based on like the
I think it's got to be something to do with the hops.
what's it
or
called
the
in
brewing
geography when you
process.
like look at the water? Turbidity.
Yeah, right. I don't know. You can barking up the wrong tree, mate.
Hey, look at this guy.
Look
Still
at
got
him.
it. Year 12
Look at this
GA.
bloke. Look at this bloke.
We're
Look at
doing a
this
little, we're going back to high school today.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, is it purely based on like the cloudiness of the beer? Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's turbidity.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can be
But
used.
it's probably something to do with the brewing process. We should research. But it's something to do with the brewing process. If anyone wants to know, Colonial Brewing Co. It's Western Australian. Its region, it originates from the Margaret River region in Western Australia, which is a very famous wine region as well.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Shout out to Colonial Brewing Company.
Yep, delicious.
We should probably do
Delicious.
like, I don't know, we should probably figure out how to review beers a little bit better. As fun as it is just going off vibe.
Yeah. Which is what this whole podcast is almost all about.
It's all vibe.
But it would be nice to have a bit more substance on the beer front.
On the beer front.
Yeah.
On the dribble front, there's plenty of substance.
Don't worry about that. We got that covered.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
We can do that. That's not our problem.
No.
Yeah. But
Look.
anyway, good beer. Try it. Wasn't too expensive. How was
No.
it?
No, it wasn't too much. It's like $26 for 6. So, look, not cheap, but
But they're 1.5.
it's a good drop.
1.5 a can.
Yep, and we're supporting Australian
Yeah. Australian company.
brewing companies.
We'll try to get a more local beer to us.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. I know that I've got one in mind.
Look, when,
Stick around next week for the cliffhanger to find out which one it is.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully Xander's alarm goes off next week.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to interrupt your day
Well,
too much.
To be fair, I was up before you this morning. I called you. You didn't answer. So
Yeah, I was in the car already on my way to yours.
that's good. Don't text and drive.
Exactly.
Yep.
Voice memo and drive.
Voice memo. Yeah. No, definitely.
Don't do that.
No. Excuse yourself.
Excuse me. So, look, we were talking about how professional our podcast was yesterday before the camera went off.
Yep.
We've got the headphones this week, so we can hear ourselves.
Yeah.
We're sitting
Which we
also
love.
in frame this
We
week.
love to hear. We love to hear ourselves.
We love
speak.
the sound of our own voices.
Hence podcast.
You're in the frame this week,
That's good.
and you're also might talking to the mic this week. We both
I'll
might.
try my best.
It's just me.
I'll try my best.
It's it's just me ripping you the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Degenerate. Be better.
I try. It's hard. It's very hard.
Mm.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Might get it. You'll get there.
I'll get there one day.
But yeah, the end of lockdown's near. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's the end of lockdown. Gladdy just announced that on the 14th of September, fully vaccinated people can go to the park and drink beers.
Here we go.
And that is verbatim what she said.
We're back.
We're back. Good to be back.
And you know what? We're happy about it.
Oh, it's 11/11, dude. That's 2 in one day.
Wow.
Omen.
It's 11:11 and we're already cracking into the beers. Hey?
I just exposed us drinking. Drinking at.
I mean, it's 4 o'clock. It's at least 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No. Yeah, no, it's good signs. Pretty keen for that. I'll be fully vaxxed on the 10th of September.
14th. Oh, you mean you're getting vaccinated
Yeah,
on the 10th?
so I'll be ready to rock and roll.
Do you reckon that Tuesday will be big? I think the 14th is a Tuesday.
Is the sky blue, mate? Is the Pope Catholic?
What's your vibe?
Just
Tuesday.
Rip and tear.
Rip and tear.
I bought a 30-can esky from Bunnings a few weeks ago.
What do you mean? What
It's
cans?
just like a
Oh wait, you bought an esky.
the little esky thing.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strap one.
Yeah, no, with you.
And it is an elite esky.
Is it
It's so good.
as far as eskies go?
It's up. It's sensational.
It's up there. Like, how do you hold it?
It's got like a strap.
strap?
It's got a strap, and it fits 30 cans. And there's a little flap at the top, so you don't even need to open the whole thing. You can just put your hand in. There's a little little hole at the top. And you can just put your hand in and pull out a can.
Nice.
You don't even have to unzip it.
You're really leaning into your dad phase.
Yeah, and you know what? I love every second of it.
Oh,
So that will be in full force. Beers, maybe a couple of fruit beers, a couple of cruisers, some Stelzers could get thrown into the mix.
talk to me. A guava cruiser could like pin me down and whisper in my ear if it wanted to.
I mean, I'm not going to say no. If I see them at the bottle, if they're on, and you know what? I'm calling it now. They're going to be on special. I reckon they'll be on special, and that'll be an omen for me to buy them.
Look,
Even if a Smirnoff Ice is on special, you know where it's going.
I'm not. Are you getting crackling in your headphones?
A little bit.
Yeah, I wonder what that's from.
That's right.
Look, I'm very excited.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, that's like the end of lockdown for me because that's all I really want to do is see more than one friend.
You're sick of seeing me. That's for sure.
Yeah, look,
You've had enough.
we've seen a lot of each other.
You've had enough. You've frankly had enough. And now you've committed yourself to doing this podcast every week with me.
What have I done?
You're second guessing everything.
Once you start talking to the mic, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Look, I'm trying. Sorry.
That's all right.
Don't fire me.
I will say, my mate Justin, who we both know,
Yep.
one of our
Juzza.
Fortnite squad members.
Juzza.
Shout out Juzza. He commented on your hair last week.
Thank you.
He said it looked very he said you do a good job gelling it, I think.
That's nice of him.
And I said, although he'll absolutely love that, he doesn't gel his hair.
The smile is from ear to ear. Thank you, Justin.
It's all natural.
Yeah, it's all natural. I don't gel it. That's kind of what the car.
I don't know how that
because if I just I just wet it and then I just push it back.
I don't know how it does that. It's just so thick.
Yeah, I just wet it and just put and then put a hat on if I really want it to stay down.
Mm.
But yeah, just all natural. Just lucky, I guess. I might lose it one day. My dad's bald, so I'm enjoying it while it lasts.
Yeah, my dad, he's like not bald, but
Yeah.
And mum's side of the family, all the men were sweet. So I think it's
you could
touch
be
and
good.
go for me.
Yeah.
I don't know which way it's going to go.
Yeah. We'll see.
All right, look.
I mean,
my hair doesn't
I can't
define me.
control it. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know? So be it.
Yeah, so be it. You did get a haircut though.
I did.
You got it last week. I didn't say anything,
No.
which was bad of me because you were looking sharp.
Thanks, mate. Yes, I did get a haircut. My brother did it for me. He did a very good job for someone who's only cut hair once before, which was another time for me. But yeah, he did a great job. He's like, "What do you want?" And I didn't really know until I was kind of, I don't know. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, who's got a great haircut? The Prince of Australia, Pat Cummings. And I was like, I'm going to shamelessly admit that I actually went something similar to this bloke. Because, that's who I aspire to be.
Where's the shame in that?
You know what? There is none. I don't feel, now I'm saying it out loud, I actually don't feel any shame for it.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Is he the greatest looking man in Australia?
And that, if I want to aspire to be, probably, and if I want to aspire to be like that, is that so bad?
Getting a Pat Cummins haircut increases your bowling efficiency by 200%.
And I'll need that in 4th grade park cricket this year. I'll need it.
Summer of cricket, baby.
Summer cricket's upon us.
Let's go. When does it start? Is this pending Corona?
Yeah, but it'll be on regardless, I think. It's a warm-up test against Afghanistan in Hobart.
I was more talking... Is it the same for international cricket as it is for 4th grade park cricket?
Oh, yeah.
I've got to be careful here without opening a can of worms for you.
Yeah.
I might not get a word in for the next 20.
No, don't. We've only got so much time, so don't start me. But yeah, pumped.
When does it roughly start?
As soon as
we're out of lockdown?
Yeah.
Okay,
as soon as we're out.
Huge.
More restrictions lift.
Huge.
So yeah, should be good.
Are you considered a bowler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you bat at?
Like 9 to 10 to 11, anywhere in the lower level of. But I mean, yeah, I'm not going to try and even justify it. So I can bat higher because I can't. That's a lie.
Look, I haven't played much cricket, but
yeah,
I tell you what, there's a bit of smudge about this bloke.
About you? Yeah, I guess so.
Purely for the fidgeting.
For the fidgeting.
The fidgeting, but not the actual batting ability.
Yeah.
My coordination with ball sports, like soccer and footy and shit,
is pretty good.
It's okay. It doesn't translate into
tennis or
racket.
cricket.
Would you call them racket sports?
Yeah.
Cricket, tennis, golf.
Hand-eye.
But I guess so. I would say it's more just like hitting a ball with a...
It's more hand-eye focused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't do it. No good.
It is hard. Like, I've played it for a while, and I'm still shit. Like, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, true. And they're all tricky games, golf, tennis.
Yeah. And the thing is, in cricket, you could practice all you want, but then some guy could turn up and just bowl an absolute peach, and you can do nothing about it. Like, this guy, he's like in our team, I think he's like 40, and he's an absolute gun. Like, he punishes everyone.
Okay.
Right? There was literally a 14-year-old playing in the men's comp on the other team, and he was just filling in for them because they were short. And he bowled... Actually, no, it wasn't the 40-year-old bloke. It was a different guy that he bowled out. Sorry. But anyway, this other guy he bowled out batting 4, so he's a really good bat in our team. And this 14-year-old bowls this one of the best
like
balls you'll see. Can't do anything about that. I can't even get the bloke out in the nets.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be like a bowler that I've bowled for ages.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm good, but I mean, like, I can't get him out.
Sure.
And then this 14-year-old comes in, so it's
ball.
unpredictable.
Yeah, okay.
That's what makes it so good. Yeah.
How much cricket do you reckon you're going to watch over there?
Every bloody second. Every second possible.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. I do, look, I'm not a massive cricket fan, but I enjoy the tests and...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about a 5-day cricket match that entices me, especially considering I'm not. I think it's just the stakes are so high. And there's something very, like, cathartic and comforting about having the cricket on in the background.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Isn't that just, like, it just reeks of, like, summer and Australian Christmas, and I love it.
It's very easy to watch as well, because you can just, like, look over, you're like, oh, that's happening.
And then if you see, someone got out, you can, like, if you're watching on KO...
You can either rewind.
You can rewind.
Or you watch for a bit and you're like, oh, someone got out. Okay, I'm going to see if they get someone else.
Yeah, watch a couple more balls, get back up, do whatever you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the beach. Oh, unreal. I'm frothing. Yeah, like I said, the fact spring is in the air today. It's just got me excited.
Oh, yeah. We're a bit pumped. We're a bit pumped on the potty.
Oh, yeah. Our momentum's a lot better today than it was yesterday.
That's for sure. We were...
I'm excited. I'm in a great mood today.
Yeah,
I'm in a great mood.
I'm pumping.
I think like once it starts to get to the middle of the week, Monday, Tuesdays in lockdown for me.
I think it's these 11 a.m. beers that are really lifting my spirits just quietly.
You scoffed at me this morning when I asked if we were having one.
Yeah, I did.
Rightfully so. I did. It was out of line for me.
Yeah.
It was out of line.
I cannot believe you questioned it.
We do it for the people.
We do it for the people.
It's what the people want.
Yeah, they want us to review these beers that we don't know enough about.
We drink these beers for you guys.
And we enjoy them.
Thank you. I like them just the very like nice metallic can. It's cool.
The blues are it's a really nice blue colour.
I would love to do...
Big selling point.
I would love to do the artwork for a beer one day.
Like you were saying last week. Yeah.
Was that last week or yesterday? That was last week. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a weird moment the other day. I was talking to one of our friends.
Yeah.
And he like relayed something back to me that I'd said on the podcast.
What did you say?
It was just something random. Something like that I'd forgotten I'd said.
Yeah.
And I was like, when did I tell you that? And he's like, you said it on the podcast.
Oh,
and I was like,
nice.
I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. You're exposing yourself.
Yeah, true.
That's right.
And it was weird when like people's like friends, like parents and shit, they're like, oh, we listened to the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's
weird.
weird.
No. Yeah, right.
But it was cool. I'm just going to restart the camera. Do you reckon this will be a pain?
What will? I'm
walking over with my mic and my headphones.
No.
Like turning the camera back on and off.
Oh, pardon me.
But I relayed it. I said something that I'd said on the potty, and that was odd. That was the first time that had happened.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that is weird. But I guess I'm a bit of an open book, so you can read me like you can read a fucking Dr. Seuss.
What is this, speed dating?
Yeah. There's not a whole lot. I'm not hiding nothing.
What? What did you just say?
I'm not hiding. I don't think I'm hiding anything. I'm a bit of an open book.
That was dribble.
Yeah.
Look, spend one night on a night out with either of us. I guess that's a good way to get to know anyone, though.
Yeah.
Have a night out.
One of the great
accelerated friendship.
Actually, a cricketer said this. It was Kevin Peterson, an English cricketer. He's like, the best way, if you want to get any team together, you just give them money. You just pretty much get them as a group and send them on a night on the piss. He said, guaranteed way. He said 100% success rate in bringing people closer together. Mm-hmm. And I've only seen it, as that is a theory, I've only seen it proven. I've never seen it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I got closer to people in our soccer team after the end of season trip, which is ironic, but it's kind of like the first time you're away for more than one day together.
And I'm not talking like you go, I mean like a new group of people. I'm not talking like people that have, because if you've known someone for a while and you go out with them, you might have a brewing problem that's been going on for years. But I mean, like if you got a new work team or you got like a new sport team or whatever, and you send them out on the beers, usually only has positive results.
I agree. Look, yeah, on the positive results on the friendship.
Yes.
Look, what happens on the night out? Again,
not to be disclosed.
Again, yeah, exactly right.
But
I like
friendships.
Have you gone to festivals with random people before? Look at us both spilling our beers today. We're 22, by the way, but we can't drink. This crackling in the headphones is annoying me. Some of them I've gone to festivals a couple of times with like a friend of a friend. So like a random to me, but a mutual friend. So the chances are we're going to get along anyway.
Okay.
But these certain people have become very close to me in my life because you spend like 3 days together.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
That is, I haven't really had that. That would be a really interesting and like kind of cool experience because like a lot of the people when I've gone to festivals or go away, like I already know those people quite well. So, and I do enjoy meeting new people. So I think that would be a really interesting, it would be a cool experience to just go with people you might not know, and put yourself in like a different situation.
Exactly.
Which is actually, one of my friends did that. He went to, when we went to a festival as a big group, he actually decided he didn't want to be with us the whole time apart from camping. And that when the festival was on, he was going to like walk around and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
Which at the time, everyone was like a bit like, all right, whatever. Like,
you
want to do that, you want to do it. Like, not conventional, maybe.
Yeah, definitely
but
unorthodox.
when you think about it, you're like, wow, that's actually really like kind of cool, like idea. So I should ask him how it went. But
which mate was it?
It was one of the guys
Would
that
I
go
know
to.
him?
No, you wouldn't know.
Okay,
him.
don't worry then. Yeah, well,
But yeah, it was pretty cool when he.
me and Jared and another coworker of ours went to a festival together,
Yep.
and then and she brought one of her friends,
Yeah.
who to this day is one of my very good friends. But I think, like I said, spending 4 days together, like in the bush,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Probably. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I miss festivals so much.
Yeah. God.
So much. We did touch on it last
We
week.
did touch on it last week.
I'm very keen.
Keen to absolutely rip and tear.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, keen. Keen.
Do we need a... When do we get... Should we go like 45 minutes and then go into sport, do you reckon?
I mean, we could.
Do you want to tell... What was that Tinder thing you were telling me about?
Yesterday. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
we should.
So, you recently convinced me, not that it took much convincing, but you convinced me to get Tinder. Because the boys are...
For lack of a better word.
Down bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think most people are.
Most people are, to be
11 weeks into lockdown.
Yeah, most people are completely...
We're all having a swipe.
Yeah. We are.
Play on.
Anyway. So convinced me to get Tinder, all he's doing. And so been on Tinder and whatnot. Haven't used Tinder before, so it's a bit of a new experience. But I was going through someone's photos who wasn't my cup of tea per se.
Okay.
And then as I was going right, I like swiped instead of touching it.
Okay.
Which people are going to go, oh, righto, but that's actually what happened.
So it's an accidental swipe.
Yeah.
They happen sometimes.
Yeah. And then, of course, it's a match because she's only human. But yeah, so I was like, whatever. And then a couple of hours later, I got a message just saying, hey.
From her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I just replied, because it's rude to leave people unseen.
It's common courtesy. I think it's, okay.
Like, it doesn't really happen to me. I don't know if it's happened to you, like getting left on red.
I've never been left on red in my life.
Never.
Not once.
Never happened. But anyway, so get left on... No, I didn't get left on red.
You replied to her?
I replied just saying, like, something,
like,
and then
hey or whatever.
She said, oh, it's all right, because you're cute.
Okay.
And I was like, oh...
were you like, I'm in too deep sort of thing?
I didn't want to get in too deep.
Okay.
I was kind of like, oh, but I don't want to...
You don't want to be rude?
I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, what if I just self-sabotage? Because then she'll just think, this guy's just a weirdo. Maybe it's a good thing that, I'm not going to message him back kind of thing. Instead of me just seeing it.
Yeah.
So I typed up, because she said, it's all right because you're cute. And I typed up, thanks, you and my mum are the only people to say that to me. And I'll tell you what, it worked. I did not get a reply to that.
That's good. That's almost an art form.
Yeah, well...
The self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage. So, it was pretty funny, to be fair. I was kind of laughing as I sent it. It was pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that was... But yeah, Tinder's, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
It's an interesting place.
Maybe we'll circle back to it at a
future time.
Mm. Again, there's not much doing.
No.
In lockdown especially. But like, I think, once things go back to normal, that first night at the Stain, dude, people are going to be going ballistic.
First night anywhere, people are going to be going off the rocker.
Where do you reckon it'll be going off on that Tuesday?
The
around
office.
Here. Do you reckon that? Yeah, I guess so.
The office would be pumping.
Yeah, true. Are you going to message, when are you going to put the message in the group chat?
I don't think it'll be on the day. I think a lot of people have a
I think so.
Established
Is
time.
it are we talking the Friday before?
Yeah.
On the 10th,
I think
maybe?
people will probably already be planning it, to be completely honest.
Well, we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
2 weeks in advance.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm
more prepared for this than I am for like a uni exam that's in a couple of days, to be fair.
I would say
that's where my priorities are
That's
at
probably
right
a good analogy because the preparation's similar.
Yeah, it is. A lot of planning, studying.
Yeah. Get yourself in the right mindset.
Yeah.
Not having any outside distractions.
No, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not distract myself with the uni exam by just focusing on what I'm doing on the 14th of September.
So you would say the uni exam's taking a back seat to the 14th?
Yep. Yeah, it has at the moment. If I'm being honest, it has.
I'd say a lot
it shouldn't be. but it has.
I'd say a lot of people are in a similar mindset to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know I'm not the only one. It's comforting. But also...
I don't do uni, so it's good for me. I'm just like... And I always forget that when like my friends are trying to plan stuff, like if we're trying to plan a camping trip or something, and they're like, "Oh, uni breaks here," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right. You guys do that."
Yeah.
I kind of forget. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about uni in general?
Just got to do it.
Just got to get through it.
Just got to get through it. And I just got to do it.
Are you in your first or second year?
Because I transferred,
changed,
so I'm
right?
kind of like back to my first year essentially. But that's all right. I'm just. I wouldn't even call it grinding. I had to have a serious word with myself the other day. I had to like give myself a spray for not applying myself.
Like
enough.
in the mirror, or was it just like a mental spray?
Bit of both, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Talk me through it.
Oh, there's just
Like, were you just not being productive or what?
just everything. I was just not just being not good, and I was like, mate, you need to pull your fucking head in, mate. You are a joke. You're a joke. You think you're gonna pass? You think you're gonna pass? You're an idiot. And just, it was not explicitly those words.
Okay.
It was a bit more intense, maybe. But yeah, it was a stern telling off.
Oh, I imagine so.
It was a very stern telling off.
Yeah. How's your like general productivity in lockdown? Because I found mine like the first sort of couple of months I was like loving lockdown. I'm not gonna lie. And then it all kind of just I was working. Yeah. Obviously, I started Audish. I started my own surfwear label in lockdown. Quick shameless plug. But that like kind of kept me busy for the first.
You haven't got me wearing the shirt to plug it. Oh, you're wearing it as well. I'm not surprised that you're not.
Soon. When I do the next drop, maybe.
Yeah.
But that was kind of keeping me busy, and that kind of kept me focused on like a goal all throughout lockdown. And then once I got that first release out, it kind of all hit me at once, and it was just a real like, just lost a lot of motivation and stuff, and my general day to day became quite unproductive. So at the moment, I'm trying to get it back a little bit.
Oh, mate. Well, you gave me some good advice. Remember when we had that?
We had a little pep talk a couple weeks ago because you were feeling the same.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably feeling a bit more now that I like what you're kind of thinking now is what I was a couple of weeks or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you were like, you should just do the little things, right? Like get them. So I did. I made a list of 7 things on that list.
We're both list guys.
Yeah.
We love a list.
Yeah. But there were 7 things on the list, and none of them particularly hard. One of them is make your bed.
Yep.
And I got 8 days in and failed. And did a couple of days back to back, and I haven't gone back to it.
You just need to, like, if you fail one day, though, you kind of just need to be like, all right, you need to acknowledge it. Like, okay, I failed one day, and then I know easier said than done, don't get me wrong, but the next day you kind of just need to be like, all right, that was just a speed bump back into it. But yeah, like I said to you, I find like just doing the smallest things, like getting up at a consistent time, and like, I'm a big make your bed guy. You know this. It's kind of just like if you can make your bed in the morning, what can't you do? I know that's a far-fetched analogy, but like...
Yeah, I know what you're trying to get
It's like you just do one task.
Yeah,
like
well, that's the mentality I was trying to go with, but I've just kind of fallen off the wagon a bit.
Yeah, it's a snowball mentality. That's kind of the way I like to describe it.
Yeah, it's a good way to talk.
I actually did make a note about Struthless. I'm sure you've seen his, like... He does, like, cartoons and stuff on Instagram.
No.
It's kind of like he kind of uses humour and his art and like uses a bit of social commentary,
right?
To like make fun of people.
Okay.
So, or like not make fun of people, but he's just a pretty creative guy.
Yeah.
I take a lot of inspiration from him. He's a big preacher of all this sort of stuff. I would say like you would actually he makes all these really good like self-help would scare people off, even though it is kind of self-help.
Right.
But it's self-help in a very like watered down way, kind of in the way that I describe it to you of like doing the little things and stuff. But
yes,
if you know who he is and you don't watch his YouTube videos, it's definitely worth checking out. I might link it in our YouTube video because
give it a watch.
He's a very big inspiration to me. I'll send it to you.
Okay. I'll watch it.
He's a big preacher of all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good. I think it's important. And especially like with being creative, like like being creative is obviously a very big part of my life. And when I'm being creative, that's when I'm feeling my best. But you can't rely on motivation, as they say. You've just got to be disciplined about it, which I haven't been lately. So I'm trying to get back into that at the moment. Doing the podcast early today has helped me recenter a little
100%.
bit, even though we're drinking beers.
Yeah, but it's for the pod. That's right. But yeah, no, they're all like
That's for the pod.
that's literally like good.
Do you reckon we can use that at the stage when we're 7 beers down?
Yeah, we're doing it for the pod.
Oh, it's for the pod.
It's for the pod.
It's for the people.
We're generating ideas for the pod.
I would say so.
Brainstorming.
We're being creative.
We love a good brainstorm. Brainstorm sesh.
You could almost consider it part of our morning routine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say.
Wake up, send you a voice memo.
Yeah. And can I have 4 Tui's news, please?
Yeah, please, thank you. But no, that was definitely, yeah, 100% agree with what you just said. And that's the thing, like, it's hard in lockdown because it's easier when you're kind of going back into your normal life. So, bit of light at the end of the tunnel. It's not far away.
It's good.
It doesn't have too long until this is all hopefully over. So,
and when we all go back to work and stuff, that'll be a good way to like recenter and get back into our routine.
yeah, exactly.
Because there's just no routine at the moment.
No,
My routine is like when the footy comes on Thursday night, and I start drinking.
I log
beers
out.
at 8.
I've logged out. I've officially logged out until Sunday at 6:00 when the footy's done.
What do you mean you've logged out?
Like of everything. Like I'm just like footy. Every day I'm waiting for the footy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the footy to start.
And technically, there's only 3 days without footy, but God, they're a long 3 days.
They are they're the longest days of the week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh,
That's probably why Mondays and Tuesdays suck so much.
post footy.
There's no
post footy
footy.
depression.
And like you can't even talk about anything really.
And the EPL's just kicked off as well.
Dude, international break this week.
Yeah, sucks.
You serious?
Sucks. But when it's back, one of the big talking points from the week in sport, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Confirmed as of fully confirmed Ronaldo in a United jersey as of this morning.
25 million euros or pounds. Wow. Huge.
Are you a Messi or Ronaldo guy, first of all? In terms of not favourite, who's the GOAT?
Ronaldo.
Okay.
Personally, I like Ronaldo.
Okay.
But but mate, we're just, as everyone says, we're just lucky enough to witness both.
Yeah.
But
yeah, okay.
yeah, absolutely huge news.
Well, you're a United fan. I'm a plastic Chelsea fan, but they're my favourite team. Yeah. But I'm kind of just like, I kind of wanted Ronaldo to go to City, just like some evil part of me wanted to see all the United fans just be salty.
You bastard.
That would have been so funny.
You bastard.
Because when you think of carry on, United fans might carry on the most on social media about this stuff. Oh, actually, Arsenal.
Arsenal and Liverpool have the most carry on ever. Are you serious?
Mate, yeah. Sorry.
It's all right. Mate, Arsenal have the most carry on out of any club.
But Arsenal's carry on is funny.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are so shit, you feel sorry for them.
Oh, yeah. At the moment, definitely.
Dude. Does Arteta see out the season?
No.
You don't reckon?
Nah. I reckon he's gone in.
Well, who are they going to bring in?
Oh, I don't know. But I reckon he could be gone in 2 or 3 weeks. If he doesn't win any games.
Do you actually reckon it'll be that soon?
Yeah. Because if they only win one of their first 8 games, they're 7 games behind everyone.
1 of 8. How'd you get that?
Well, they've already lost 3.
And you just assume.
And they're versing like Chelsea coming up. I'm pretty sure they've got Liverpool as well.
Good luck.
So I mean, they're 2 games they're losing.
Good luck.
They've already lost to Brentford, so who knows? I don't think they just got promoted. So I don't think there's any like they could get beat by anyone.
Oh,
but they can. Yeah,
tough.
It'd be tough. It's tough to
tough
when
to
that kind of stuff
supporter.
happens.
The top 4 though, like when you.
They're locked in. They're locked in.
This is probably like the most quality we've seen in the Premier League all at once at the moment.
100%.
Like they're just the caliber of player at the moment. Because all the other leagues feel like almost bare. Like there's no.
Well, they've all got strong teams still within the leagues.
No, but superstar wise.
But there's the strong team. There's 4 teams in the Prem that are like absolutely stacked to the brim with superstar
like
players.
any of them could win it.
Any of them could win it this year.
All 4 of them could win it.
And even teams like Spurs
Tottenham
have. Sorry. Even teams like Spurs have a quality team. Teams like Leicester still have a quality team. Teams like Everton still have a very good team.
Leicester are always there.
West Ham as well. West Ham's team is playing unreal. So
I'm a bit disappointed Kurt Zouma went to West Ham. He's my favourite player.
Yeah, good for them though.
Good for them.
Yeah.
And he'll be starting there every week. So
yeah, but yeah, it's I'm very excited for this year's Premier League. Hopefully, one of the closest Prems we've seen in a while. I know Liverpool and City were closer for a few years, and I know there was a very close title race that one year particularly. But I'm talking more than just one team. It's really a 4-way race this year.
Yeah. Yep.
So those top 6 games are going to be absolutely huge this year.
They'll be unreal.
They'll be so
the,
huge.
The international break 3 weeks in gets me every year.
Yeah.
You get 2 weeks to get hell pumped.
Especially after Europa Euros and the Copa America.
Yeah.
Because there's a World Cup so they're all qualifiers, this international break.
There's a World Cup next year. It is.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Wow.
In Qatar.
Wow.
In Bahrain.
That's gone quick.
Yeah.
That's gone quick.
Yeah.
We were in Europe for the last one. That doesn't feel like 4 years ago.
That would have been sick.
Oh, it was unreal. Dude, we were in Croatia. So Croatia made it to the final, obviously. Yeah. We were on Croatia sales that week. However, we were in the smallest.
League.
We were in the small league. Didn't even, yeah.
Yeah. Can of worms.
That's a big can of worms. Another time.
Save it.
We were on Croatia sale every night you're in a different town.
Yeah.
Of Croatia.
Yeah.
And we just happened to be on like the 4th night in which we were in the smallest town of the week.
Yeah.
And it still went off. Like,
it
was dude, it was literally so small. Like, it was one little set of like pubs/shops.
Yeah.
Which was maybe 100 meters long and like a little dock, but like hardly any people.
And it was pumping.
Just pumping. Like, there was like little kids
yeah.
like holding flares and stuff on the shoulders of their parents.
Oh, that's sick.
It was unreal. And
that's
like,
mad.
I don't think Croatia me and the boys, so there was 6 of us over there total.
Yeah.
We were sitting like on the floor in the pub at the front because there was just like...
No seats.
We were just like basically begging places to like let us in. Can we just come and sit at the front?
Wow.
And eventually one said yes because like all the Croatian people had booked it out like weeks before.
Yeah, fair enough. That's unreal.
Dude, it was sick. It was so cool. And the whole time we were in Europe, we stayed at this little party town in Portugal called Albufeira on the southwest coast, which I think is just south of Faro. When we were there, it was largely English tourists around us as well.
Yeah.
And England, if you can remember, had quite a good run.
They came third. They came fourth that year.
They had quite a good run in the World Cup. So every night or every time England were playing, the streets were just going off. And like thousands and thousands of people just packing these Portuguese streets.
And we're talking about fans that love to carry on. English fans love to carry on.
Oh my God.
More than any. Mate, the footage from the Euros was insane. The carry on witnessed was, I've not seen anything like it.
I was almost like, when they were in the Euros final, I almost wanted Italy to win.
Just because I knew if England won, the carry on
I know
that was to then undergo would have just been too much.
It's a bit similar to when Manly win the comp in the NRL.
Yeah.
When you talk about carry on.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you reckon carries on the most out of NRL supporters?
Oh, actually, Rabbitohs fans carry on the most.
They do carry on a bit.
And Tigers fans.
Do you reckon? I just reckon we're in the spotlight the most. You're also best mates with one, so
yeah, you carry on so much. So,
can you blame me?
No.
No. Like, can you blame me?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Rabbitohs fans would carry on the most, in my opinion.
I don't mind Souths. They've blown a massive premiership opportunity this year.
Yeah, they have.
With Wayne Bennett and Adam Reynolds still at the club.
Yeah.
Latrell. Should we get into Latrell?
Yeah, let's touch on it.
We should touch on it.
Latrell doing that over the weekend. Disappointing. Latrell's one of my favourite players in the comp. One of my favourite players to watch. He's been in scintillating form as of late, but it's upsetting that happened. I'm sure, they don't mean it. It's the same as Corey Harrow and Naira the other week against Jerome Hughes. That's his mate, they play together on the international level.
Yeah.
And players get passionate. Happens in all sports. Happens in all sports, club level to professional. And yeah, it was a shame. And also taking out Joey Manu, who is also been an absolute weapon this year. He's been a weapon.
One of the most underrated players in the comp, I'd say, Joey Manu.
He'd walk into any other team in the competition. That's
in any position, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freak.
Look, the Latrell thing's it's tricky. I'm not a massive Latrell guy. I don't dislike him per se. He seems like a good bloke.
Yeah.
He's an unreal player. He's good for the game.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a massive role model for a lot of young Indigenous rugby league players in Australia.
And non-Indigenous.
And in non-Indigenous. But his carry on the field, and I agree it makes him a good player. I don't necessarily want him to change that. I'm just saying I'm not like his biggest fan.
Yeah.
However, people this week were saying that he did it intentionally.
Yeah, I don't like that.
On Joey Manu.
No way.
Like, what are we talking about?
No way, no way.
It was careless. It was emotional. Yeah, all that. But it wasn't. He wasn't going out there with the intent to break Joey Manu's face.
Yeah, no way.
Subsequently, he's probably cost his team the comp.
Yeah.
He's cost himself the final series. He'll be punished accordingly. He has been. He's gotten 6 weeks.
Yeah. And the only reason you think like he's kind of semi-cost his team the chance of winning the comp is because he's such an influential player in that team.
He's so
like,
important.
I mean, not saying they can't. Well, like, I don't think they will beat Penrith or Storm, but it's not saying they can't do it. But without him, I don't think it's as likely.
It's a massive hindrance on their chances, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if hindrance is a word.
Yeah, no, it
right. Is.
Yeah. Definitely.
Play on.
Definitely.
Bit of a interesting story this week with Lachlan Lewis.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
A strange
it was
guy,
a joke.
Lachlan Lewis.
It was a joke. That's what it's kind of come. He said it was a joke.
So he's
apparently.
basically stolen a club speaker,
yeah,
like a boombox,
yeah,
and sold it on eBay.
I'll tell you where that wouldn't happen. Penrith. You wouldn't get anywhere near that boombox with Jerome Luai and Brian Toto guarding it.
You'd touch it and Toto would just be standing behind you.
Yeah, you'd be like, no way, get out.
Get away from it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very interesting one. Like a player like Lachlan Lewis, who I think the minimum rugby league contract is like over 100, or maybe it's 80 or 90K or something, which is, a good salary.
Yeah, good.
Lachlan Lewis would probably be on more than 100K.
Yeah, he is.
He'd be on at least 150, I'd say.
Should research, but yeah.
And, okay, well, we don't research on this
No,
show.
we don't. Yeah. We speculate.
It's odd. And the fact that he's trying to play it off as a joke is kind of funny. I don't know if it's going to affect his contract or whatnot.
Well, he's not. They came out with a list of Bulldogs players who aren't having their contracts redeemed.
Was he on it?
And he was on the
Oh,
list.
he was on it?
He was on the list.
Okay. I did read that. I couldn't remember if he was on there or not.
Yeah. And
Very strange.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen his TikToks?
No.
So he's got 2 kids, and it must be mainly his wife doing it, I'm sure.
Right.
But like him and his wife have like I think the TikTok's called like Lachlan and 2 or something, like as in Lachlan and his 2 kids.
Right.
And they just do like kind of like cute like family TikToks. It's kind of
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Right.
Because I was like it came up and I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then I was like, hey, was that Lachlan Lewis?
It's a bit weird.
It's strange.
That is strange. What an odd bloke.
Yeah, very, very odd bloke. So,
yeah. Well, obviously we don't know him on a personal level.
No, I'm sure he's a good guy.
But he seems like, I don't know. I've got no comment. I've actually got no comment to that.
It's a bizarre sort of situation.
And I'm sure if you had kids, you'd want to take like young kids of your own. You'd always probably want to take photos because it seems parents are always taking photos of their kids.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I'm not knocking it. It's just a weird combo to be a professional rugby league player and like
stealing speakers.
Yeah.
And then also
stealing speakers and of like cute family TikTok fame.
Yeah. Hey. Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, fair enough. There you
Shout
go.
out Lachlan Lewis. And of course we've got to acknowledge, actually before we acknowledge one of the GOATs of rugby league, we do owe
Twin goats.
Twin goats. We do owe Dan Ganine an apology.
Yeah, we didn't know it was him that says goodbye.
We got his name wrong last week.
He's one of our favourite commentators.
Xander is awful at remembering names and pronouncing them. I don't know. Like we definitely.
If your name's not like Jack, Andrew, or something very white, I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
You nailed court. And it's not for the lack of trying.
No, you try.
I've tried.
The voice memos are funny.
I've tried. Yeah, I've sent him numerous voice memos.
I noticed you got Corey, Harawira, and Naira right before. But
yeah,
how many voice memos has that taken to get it right?
And
Utoikamanu. Kamanu.
Yeah, I really struggle.
That's okay.
But he's been sensational to watch. I don't want to get sidetracked from what
we're
getting at. But
so that's our PSA, public apology to Dan Ganine of Goodbye fame.
Yep.
Greatest Fox Sports commentator of all time. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's our dribble button in the future.
Yeah, we love that.
Utoikamanu is ripping and tearing.
Oh, beast.
I'm not going to get too into the Tigers today, but he's a player that we need to lock up long term.
He's an animal.
Yeah, he's like the emergence of these mobile young forwards that we're seeing in the NRL at the moment is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Payne Haas, Fafita.
To think Fafita, Haas, and Tavita Pangai Jr. were on the same team.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And they had Sam Walker and Reece Walsh there as well. I
think that was a potential. Yeah. Crazy.
I'd hate to be a Brisbane fan.
Oh,
Again, they're still looking up. They've signed Adam Reynolds and Kurt Capewell.
that's true.
Brisbane
And they got a couple of young players playing well. Tessie New had went from looking pretty average at centre to looking pretty promising at fullback.
He's a good player.
He looks very promising at fullback.
I like Tessie New.
Yeah,
he's got a high ceiling. Look, I think there's things to be positive about for Brisbane. I think most clubs can always find something to be positive about.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you feeling optimistic about next year for the Dragons?
No. No, I do. I feel optimistic about. Some like Sloan and a couple of the young players coming through, and our forward pack. I don't have much optimism about how consistent we're going to be. I think we're going to struggle. I can't say it's making the 8, unless Ben Hunt's not. If Ben Hunt remains uninjured for the year, I think we'll have a better chance. But he's been injured for like half this year, and been unavailable with Origin, so it's kind of not helped us.
He's been unreal when he's played, though.
Oh, he's had
a good year.
Been so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm optimistic about the Tigers next year. Again, I don't think we'll make the 8. I think we're still a few years off, but we've got a good core of young players. And mate, I think Adam Dewey. At the moment, I said I wasn't going to get to in the Tigers. I'll try not to. A player like Adam Dewey, who is a Tigers junior, he came back to the club knowing the task at hand that's here. He's displayed phenomenal leadership qualities since he's been here, which were on display in Tiger Town. Have you watched any of that?
Watched episode 1.
Have you watched the Renault?
Yeah, that was so good.
So good, eh? But yeah, I think he's a player, if we can lock him down long term. If he wants to stay at the club and he wants us to succeed, which it seems like he does, he's the kind of player that can grab the club by the collar of the jersey and pull us out of the shit.
Definitely.
Clip that when he's playing for the Roosters in 5 years.
Yeah. No, he. I mean, I'm not saying he's Tommy Turbo, but he's got a Tommy Turbo like quality to him where he can kind of like single-handedly like be a game breaker.
Is that because he? Oh, you think he? I mean, I wouldn't say he's on Tommy Turbo's level.
No, not at all. But I'm saying he has that kind of.
He has the influence on the team.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like he's got like the feel. Like I feel like he developing his game a bit more could really be like he could be that guy for the Tigers to be a cornerstone for them making the 8.
I agree. He's a good he's a good foundation player for the club at the moment, especially going forward. And he's the type of guy that could attract players to the club.
Definitely.
Great signing along with Dane Laurie.
Yeah.
It's looking up for the Tigers at the moment, I would say.
I'd rather be a Tigers fan than a Dragons fan right now.
Yeah, you think so?
Yep. I don't really know what's going to happen going next year.
Well, I'm still not like totally sure about Anthony Griffin. Are you?
I just don't know. I don't know. Saying that we've had a fair few suspensions and injuries this year, but some of the selections have been interesting.
Dude, Josh Maguire at 9 last week. We didn't even really talk about that.
He didn't even have that bad of a game, to be fair.
Did it look weird with a forward at dummy half, though?
He actually had a better game than some of the other games he's played.
Okay.
I wasn't hating it. And he scored.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, he actually played pretty... I couldn't fold it.
Couldn't knock him.
At the time, I couldn't knock it.
Who the Dragons got this week?
Oh, I didn't even look.
Yeah.
I didn't even look.
I didn't look either. Oh, actually, the Tigers got the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
We got the 4 o'clock Sunday game. Put that in your diaries, ladies and gentlemen. Tigers Bulldogs to bring home the final game of the season.
Stinker.
Massive stinker. Stinker. A lot of the rugby league is just... I hope, the gap between the top 5 and top 6 next year really evens out a little bit as people get used to the clubs get used to the new rules.
Yeah.
Because it's been disgraceful this year.
Yeah.
It has been ugly rugby league from the bottom 10 teams.
Oh. And it's only kind of getting a little bit closer now, and teams are kind of figuring out their own, kind of getting a grip on it a bit more. Like teams like the Knights, they've won, their last 6 games? Yeah. They've won their last 5 of 5 with their current spine combo.
Yeah.
So they're kind of building towards the end of the season, coming to terms with what's going on.
Yeah, I kind of like where Newcastle are at. Again, they're 7th? They're comfortably
7th.
And they've played very ugly rugby league all year, with the greatest respect to Newcastle, but they look like they're settling. Again, they've had a lot of injuries. Pearce has been out most of the year. Ponga missed heaps. Bradman Best missed heaps.
Yeah.
But they've strung 5 wins together. Jake Clifford, he's a
great
big...
pickup for them.
Jake Clifford, I would say, is a friend of the show.
Yeah. We love Jake Clifford here.
Maybe not a friend of the show yet. I'd love him to be a friend of the show one day.
Yeah, definitely.
We're big Jake Clifford fans at the Butterflies podcast.
He's at times, like, you can tell they're still figuring it out, but they're still getting it done. Like, that's one of the things with, like...
That was the difference, really.
With Newcastle was, like, compared to the other teams, they've been able to get more of those real ugly wins. Like, they beat Manly at full strength with Tommy Turbo.
Yep.
They beat them by about 3 points.
Yep.
And you were like, how's this team going to win this game? I don't know how they're going to do it. But they just found a way to not... to just shut them down, and then they end up winning.
And they've come home... They finished the season with 5 wins in a row. And it's put them...
Yep.
They've
spine building.
Yep.
Daniel Saifiti's a big loss.
Yeah. How long's he out for? Is he gone?
I think it's gone. It's a knee. It was MCL, and it was about 2 weeks ago. So he'd have at least another 2 weeks. So maybe if they got to the grand final, he might play.
So who are they going to get first week of the...
They'll have the Eels, I'd say. Eels or the Roosters. I think the Roosters might actually lose to the Raiders this week.
Okay.
So
Para have got Penrith, though.
Oh, yeah. So either Para or Roosters. And I can see them doing an upset over those two.
Doing either?
I could do it. I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that happening. And I could also see Cronulla beating either of them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they're not the favourites, and I won't be tipping them,
I
but I could see it happening.
Could the Titans, if the Titans sneak in?
Who did I just say was 8th?
Cronulla.
I hope Cronulla stay at 8th. I don't think the Titans... Oh, yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Big final round, nonetheless.
Yeah, it's all open, because I think Canberra can still make it as well, right?
8th spot up for grabs.
Unfortunately, the Tigers and the Dragons are not a part of those calculations.
As you know, being the listener.
We know it very well.
Yeah, we know it. Oh, yeah. The farewell. We were talking about the two goats before we got tangented on that.
Josh Morris.
Josh Morris and Brett Morris, two of our favourite players ever.
I'd say Josh Morris is one of my... He's probably top 5 favourite players of all time. It's got to be.
Yeah. Brett, more for me, because he was a Dragons player. But, yeah, through that tough period...
Josh was at the Dragons.
For a little bit. For that tough period of Origin where they were getting rolled for a decade, the Blues, those two were always the best players on the pitch.
They were. Josh Morris
always
had to mark the turncoat Greg Inglis for probably
one of the best players ever to play rugby league.
To play Origin, to play rugby league, do it. Yep, whatever you want.
Just a
freak. Genetic freak. And Josh Morris probably had to do that for close to a decade, and he did a good job.
He tried his best.
Oh, he did an unreal job.
He did his best job as he could, especially with the rest of that Queensland team. So, and Brett Morris is just like when he did.
Is he the GOAT winger? He's got to be.
He must be.
He's got to be in the conversation.
When he did his ACL, like I was actually when he did his ACL, I was upset. I actually felt that, and like him on the ground, and then the video of him and Josh in the changing rooms after, just like he was consoling his brother. You're like, damn.
The rugby league world felt that.
Oh yeah. And you're like, and these guys they're like 35-year-old men. Like it's not like they're like it's pretty crazy. Like that's yeah.
They're no young hot boy.
No
anymore.
They've been. Yeah, it was just sad. It was just sad to see. Just like wow. Like,
yeah, it sucks.
That's all. And then since then, it obviously, and this is not to discredit Josh Morris, but obviously
it affected him
because after that, like he wasn't playing as well as he was.
His form dipped
because those two before that were on fire.
And I think that you could almost and look, the Roosters have had a very resilient season this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Credit to the Roosters where it's due.
Yeah.
Josh and Brett Morris were obviously big puzzle pieces because they were looking pretty hot. The Roosters at the start of the year.
They're on fire. They're absolutely on fire, and like unfortunately, I mean maybe it was something else. Maybe he just started not playing as good. But it seems like they kind of coincided.
Yeah,
and he's retired now, and yeah, one of that memory of Josh Morris getting up after doing his I don't know what injury he did, but he ran back 90 meters for that try-saving tackle in Origin.
On GI.
It
wasn't 90, but he was like out injured on the sideline. He probably ran like 30 with an ACL.
Yeah.
To tackle GI. Unreal. Goosebumps thinking about
that.
Do the math.
That's crazy talk.
Do the math.
That is actual crazy talk that he did that.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Two of the great New South Wales players of all time.
Yeah. Best brother combo maybe to play the NRL ever. Or Andrew and Matty John's pretty good.
Also, Brett and Glenn Stewart.
Yeah, they're pretty good
Jake
too.
and Tom. Definitely in the conversation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and they just seem like really good blokes as well. They're going to be missed in rugby league. The Roosters will miss them for sure.
Definitely.
They got Billy Smith coming back though next year. He's the centre. He's like 6'3". Got big raps on him. Done his ACL a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know you're talking
You with me?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Joseph
offseason.
Sawali as well.
Oh, true.
So everyone kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, I think so because he got injured.
Yeah.
I reckon Joey Marnie's going to stay at the Roosters.
No.
Well, I reckon they're just going to up his contract. They'll just give him like $700K to play centre because they can now. Because look how many players have retired. They've had 4 players retire this year.
True.
So they would have bulk
and like
money.
Cordner and Jake Friend and both the Morris twins, I'd say would be on a couple dollars.
Yeah, my mate Jack was telling me the other day. So I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was like, "Look, basically the Roosters have cash."
Oh yeah.
And unless he does really want to go somewhere and play fullback or 6.
Would
Would
you
you leave?
The thing is,
Would you leave the Roosters if you were him?
But it's, I don't know.
It depends.
It's kind of hard to say.
Depends how much you love playing centre, I guess.
The other thing as well, like when Teddy's out for that period of origin, like he's going to play, and if Teddy gets injured,
yeah.
like he's going to, and like I don't want to see James Tedesco get injured, best dumper in rugby league, but you know what a backup.
He covers 6 as well,
And he plays 6. So
what
you'd want to keep him if you're the Roosters, for sure.
I mean, they've got Connor Watson there now, who can also cover fullback and 6. So
9 and lock.
Maybe they coincide. Maybe they've signed Connor Watson knowing that they're going to lose Joey Manu.
No, I don't think so.
That's me with my tinfoil hat on there for a red
I
hot
don't think
second.
so. I don't think so because I reckon they've signed him. Because think about it, they've had both Verrills and Radley, who play hooker and 9, get injured with serious injuries over the last 2 years. So I think that's definitely and Nathan Jake Friend retire. So I think that's definitely
What a
them being
valuable
cautionary.
signing.
And as well, when Origin hits, players like Crichton, Radley, and others are going to move. So what an ideal replacement! You bring Connor Watson in, who's very versatile, who can, maybe he'll play lock.
And if
they'll shuffle the team around a bit.
Yeah, oh mate, just sensational signing for the Roosters.
Oh yeah.
Newcastle are silly for letting him go, and I hope we don't lose Ponga to Union because of it.
Although it would be cool to see him play for the All Blacks.
I think that's crazy talk.
Just as a fan of Kalen Ponga, I think it would be cool. As much as I would like to see him stay, but it would be cool to see a player perform at a really high level.
Is it a high, like...
Are you saying the All Blacks aren't a high level?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, there's not that much, like, competition in Union. Is there?
But you wouldn't know because you don't watch a lot of Union.
I know, but, like, the quality... Like, isn't Rugby Australia in a bit of a hole right now at the moment?
Yeah, but because I think his plan is to play for New Zealand.
Yeah, I get that, but, like, there's no one to, like... challenge the other teams.
Yeah,
Didn't New Zealand pump Australia and shit.
Yeah, but there's like France are good, Ireland are really good. Yeah, but that's New Zealand just beat Australia, but they don't necessarily beat the rest of the world all the time.
Okay.
I think Australia just scared, but like then there's the British and Irish Lions come and they verse the All Blacks, which is like an all stars team of like Britain, of the UK and Ireland. Like it's pretty.
Yeah.
Like there's World Cups. It's pretty,
Look,
they didn't win the last World Cup. South Africa won the last World Cup.
Okay.
England beat them in the semi-final.
Well, look, and I know it's a dream of Kalen's to play for the All Blacks, so I feel like it's going to happen one day, whether we like it or not, to lose one of the great rugby league hot boys of all time.
Throbber.
Throbber. It would be a massive shame.
Yeah. But it would be cool to see someone do it at 2 very high levels.
I couldn't care less about that, if I'm honest.
Each their own.
Each their own.
Whatever floats your boat.
Get Shane Flanagan to Newcastle.
Oh, yeah.
Shane, get on the blower to Kalen.
I'd love to see Shane Flanagan at Newcastle.
I can't wait to just see him back in a coaching role.
Yeah, same.
And John Morris.
And Johnny Morris. Next year, Johnny Morris is back.
It'll be good. Will that make you like the Rabbitohs a little bit?
Probably. And Ben Hornby, Dragons legends in that.
Is he the other assistant coach?
Yeah, there's 3. They're 2 of the 3.
Who's Craig Fitzgibbon's assistant coach at Cronulla? Do you know?
No clue.
Is it Dimitri?
I don't know.
Is he going from Penrith?
I don't know.
Don't quite.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay.
So we don't do research. We just do vibe.
Allergic to research.
No, we don't do that here. We don't do it.
I haven't done a research task.
Strictly no research.
I haven't done a research task in like 5 years, probably.
Yeah, well, I mean, not
for anything important.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Fair bit of research for Supercoach.
Oh, yeah, well, that's different. That's a research task.
Does Supercoach maketh a man?
Well, that's what I'm saying from before. Like, if I win my comp, I immediately, I'm just better. I feel like I'm just better than everyone.
The 4 cornerstones of a man.
Yeah.
KO Sports. Sports bet.
Sports bet.
Supercoach.
What does your sports bet slips look like? Is there any green in there? Or is it all no returns?
No comment.
All red and no returns?
No comment.
I know what mine is. Strictly red and no returns.
Red. Look, I was doing all right. I think I was still like about even, about 20 rounds into the rugby league season. That's all I bet on. And I kind of just have stayed away from it in lockdown, which is weird because I'm watching so much footy, but it's just getting harder and harder to pick.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Yeah, 100% agree with you. My betting has been like pretty atrocious, to be fair. And I'm not doing big bets, but it's just concerning that I'm not winning because I thought I'm better than that.
It's funny when
it kind of brings me down a level. Like I'm doing well in tipping and Supercoach, but man, I couldn't pick a 3-leg multi or more legs on the NRL to save my life.
Yeah, no. It's funny at work when you're like, I don't even realise that you're doing it, but you're on your phone, and then like, I'll walk away for something and I'll come back and you're like, fuck, just lost $20 on a horse.
Oh, no, when did I have done that? Don't help me for that. That's wrong. That's seriously.
You've never done that.
Keep that to yourself. Who told me it was a shoe-in? No.
Not you?
No, I've never done that.
Different guy.
No. I actually...
Me and Riley on Friday nights, because it's so quiet. It's me and Riley and this old bloke called Noel. One of the greats, Noel. Great bloke.
You can only be old. You can only be old and be called Noel.
Yeah, it's good. Friday nights are really, really quiet
for
whatever reason at the moment. So me and Riley kind of just cruise around. We do our job, but pour beers, whatever.
Yeah.
Sportsbet gets a run.
Oh, yeah. And you know the thing about multis as well? They're fun. They're fun to make. Like, you go, and even if you're not going to put it on, but it's fun just to make one with high odds, just to go, imagine, and then delete it afterwards. You know?
Do you delete it though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time. No, I do. But like, some people after hearing this might go, actually, I think you have a problem. But if I enjoy it, is it a problem? Like, is that...
Hey, Sandra, just reaching out, mate. We watched the most recent podcast. There's some pretty glaring red flags. You have a punting addiction.
It's not a problem if you're having fun while you do it.
Look, if having fun's a crime, tie me up and take me away.
Yeah, exactly. Take me to A&A, or just betting anonymous for having a good time.
They're like, Sandra, what are you here for? And you're like, mate, I don't know.
No. You're having fun for winning.
Being
a winner. I'm here for being a winner.
The Dragons were $2.70 to beat Brisbane. Am I supposed to ignore that?
That just has there's dollar signs in my eyes right now.
Oh, hey, guys, free money here on the Dragons game. Oh, okay.
Speaking of free money, I do have a good bet for you after the game for the international break.
What game?
It's just 2 games. It's 2 games. Anyway, we'll save it for after the pod. I don't want to disclose my betting techniques. My winning betting techniques to anyone.
I love how you just told me your bet slip is all just come up losses for the last 6 weeks, and you go, "I'm going to bet for you."
I'll go and bet for you.
And you know what? I'll probably go with it.
You probably go ahead, and if it loses by 1, I go, mate, it was close though.
Yeah,
it was close.
And we had fun doing it.
Yeah, almost.
We do have fun.
We do have fun.
All right, it's probably about time to wrap it up. Anyway,
I think so.
You need to go to today.
Yeah, I should be there now. Oh well, I'd rather do
Hopefully
this.
your tute's not watching this.
Oh, yeah. No, I hope not, actually.
All right, mate, it's been a pleasure. Episode 2 of the Barflies podcast ended up running pretty smoothly after all our speed bumps during the week.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I think so. If anyone's still watching, we'll reach out now. We're very open to
suggestions,
voice memos. We love voice memos, DMs,
messages,
stories, anything. Should probably say that at the start of the podcast next week.
Yeah.
But hopefully next week we've got a settled location. I think we're going to try and do Mondays when we're fresh off the weekend and all the sport is fresh in our mind.
Not that fresh.
Look, I didn't say physically.
Well, I wouldn't say mentally either. Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
My name is Cody. This is Xander. Have a good one.
See ya.